Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wassalatu wassalam ala al-mursalin. So today we are going to deal with developing countries versus developed countries. What do you think? What do you think it means to be a developing country? And what do you think it means to be a developed country? Developed country. Developing country is usually to refer to countries with low levels of economic development. Developing countries do not have a level of industry that will support their populations and have a low standard of living. They almost always have low incomes yet high populations. There is little industry with low standard of living and low income, but the population is high. Determining development. How can we determine development? To determine a country's development, these statistics are usually considered by the United Nations. First, we have GDP, which means gross domestic product. Second, it is life expectancy. Third, it is literacy rate. Four is education. And five and finally, it is healthcare system. What is meant by GDP? GDP is the market value of all final goods and services produced within a country in a given period of time. Consumption plus investment plus government spending plus export imports per capita. What is meant by life expectancy? Life expectancy is the average age a person usually lives. Literacy rate. What is meant by literacy rate? Literacy rate is the ability to read, write, listen, and speak a language at a level adequate for communication. What is meant by education? Education is the availability of education for everyone and higher education. Concerning healthcare system. Healthcare system is the prevention, treatment, and management of illnesses. Subsistence farming. Subsistence farming is an area that produces only enough food to feed the family and or the people working it. It is a very hard way of living. So commercial farming. Commercial farming is an area that produces enough food to help feed the masses. Farming is for profit. Rural. Sometimes referred to as the country, it means the countryside, which are less populated areas that are found outside of the city and keep away from the influence of large cities. Also, it is called the wilderness, outback, farms, isolated areas, etc. As for urban is living in a larger populated area with industry, such as city or a big city. For example, here we have a map where there are, it is a map of the world, so where there are, for example, yes, different, yes, areas, whether urban or rural. These are some bibliographical works which you can refer to if you want to deepen and go into details. Thank you very much indeed for your attention.